You know, this is just crazy, crazy times, boys and girls. Crazy, crazy times to just see what's going on here. So once again, once we crossed the white line here, I went into my long trade because the bubble chart told me to. And without this, I'm not, I know I would have been in a lot of trouble. I know I would have for sure got stomped out. I for sure would not have made money on that run. I ended up, I'm a little over 8% up now on my long trade. I am 3x on that. So, I'm sitting okay. I'm sitting good. I'm just a little disappointed right now in the way things are going in crypto. I'm definitely not as excited as I should be about this pump because I know that this pump is just a bunch of BS. So here we are now. We've gone past the red zone. We're into the pink zones. Now the pink zones are these are just small rejections. These are not dumps, right? So let's go up here. Let's take a look. Oops, sorry. Let's go up here and see where and how how we got such a good call. So if you were watching my charts and you saw the white line right here get popped, you know that first thing I did is I flipped over to a long. You just got to believe in the bubble charts. It's unbelievable how they work. Then I'm just writing this out. Now, all right, I apologize. So red lines are rejection lines. Pink lines are dump lines. So you can see here's a pink circle. It's a big dump. Pink circle, it is a big dump. This pink circle, this is 50-50 right here. This went from 11K to 10K. I wouldn't call that a pink circle. I'd call that more of a red circle right there. But there you go. Is another dump right there in the pink circle. So, we are on a dump area right now. There's the challenge with being on this particular dump area right here is now we have to fend off all the MAs that are below us. So as you see on the 12 MA right here, on the 12 hour, we're popped right up on the 100 MA. The 100 MA is now acting as our resistance. So we kind of got stopped up here. Am I thinking this is going to be the end? I really need to just step back. I need to take a look. Let me tell you what a couple things are very, you've got a golden cross. So you basically had a golden cross or a bullish cross. You got another bull cross coming that's going to force the price up one more time. The only way we fall out right now is simply due to the lack of volume. Right now, you had a lot of volume with people FOMOing into this candle. And listen, I was, it wasn't FOMO on my part. It was the bubble chart saying, hey, you idiot, you better get in here. Otherwise, why do you even have me? And that's what I did. I got in on there and I'm doing okay. But, we are going to take a look at the volume here. And, some of this volume, like this, a lot of this, it's just still suspect volume. We don't have the true volume that's necessary to really still break out. So if you take a look here, you had an uber low candle, right? And then we stepped up a little bit, and then we had the input of all the tether. And then it just mooned. And this is the tether candle right here. And it's funny because, when you're talking about the time and the day and everything else and when it all happened, if you break down here and you break this down to the 4-hour chart and you go down here and you pull up the volume, oh, get out of there. There we go. Look at all this volume, a ton of volume. So here's a big chunk was inputted right here on this 1-hour candle. There's a nice chunk put in right here. It caused this bump right here. So somebody was doing a lot of buying right here. And then it kind of moved sideways for a minute. And then the second round of buying occurred. And then you see the massive volume that we got on that. There was a massive amount of volume that was put in right there. right? Big, big, big volume. Okay. And, you know, like, so, I mean, there it is. There's a lot of volume that went into that one candle right there. There was a ton. And, we had a $4 billion market cap increase, and that come from, a lot of Tether went in. And then you had a lot of, what the heck was that? All right, there we go. So you had a lot of Tether went in. And then on top of the Tether going in, you just, you had a lot of, additional people. I mean, people were just FOMOing into that trade, and that's what happened. That's how you'd have an additional $4 billion in market cap sitting there today. Now, what do I see right now? I see a lot of bullish signals aside from volume. So we just started a brand new day. We're going to have to see how this day plays out. Now, when I look at this candle, this long line candle right here, this is a long line candle. It's a beautiful candle. It is almost one of the largest spinning. It's a massive spinning top, but this is more of a long line candle. We did not get there's no confirmation of a turnaround here. We are in a green 2, starting a brand new day. We are above the 50 MA right now. We seem to be bouncing back above and under it. The challenges that you now see fit are you are about to have now these work the same, so don't think you're going to get a double cross. These are both going to work as the same bullish cross. You've now got the 7 and the 30 about to cross, and you got the 10 and the 20 about to cross. I did add these onto my charts because we did see that there was a bearish cross about to happen that was going to just kick the pants out of the price. So now I'm watching this cross occur. I do expect this to probably nudge back up. I was actually expecting for this to drop down a little bit. I mean, I really would like to see this drop down and at least reset. I mean, we have just taken off to the moon on these. Same thing here on the 12-hour. Now, you've got to be careful with these. So the royal blue is the 7. It is about to cross on the white, which is the 30. Your 10 and 20 are nowhere near crossing. You did have a bullish cross between your 7 and your 50. That gave us this 6. You're about to have another one. You're on a 7, so you can look for some more up here, And then a lot of people are saying, hey, this is going to finish out this massive inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, it's totally possible. Totally possible. We're just going to have to play this out. I don't know. I really am at a loss for words right now, I have ladders. I am laddering shorts up here to 6,800. Once we do break over the 6,800 and get into 6,850, get into this range 40-50, I will then go bullish. I mean, I have to go bullish at that point. I will be watching the bubble charts for confirmation. Okay, but like I said, I am in a long right now. I'm sitting in a long. I'm making money on this. It's just a sucky way to make money when it's that manipulated. Let's take a look at our 6-hour. Let's pull up a chart. All right, so on the 6-hour here, we have a red 9. Green 9. We're all the way at the top here. This is a perfected 9 on the 6-hour. This should give us a bearish retracement here. But once again, now remember, the way I trade, you trade the trend first, then you trade the power of the MAs second, then candles are down the line, right? Then candles would be next. So candles will always be overpowered by MAs. Okay, and here on the 6-hour, we don't have any crosses at all. They've already occurred. So you had a cross right here, and you just had a cross right here. This cross is usually delayed, so there's the delay. You now got this bleeding. This is bleeding in an upward direction. If you do put Elliott wave on this, this looks like a massive wave 3 up here. So you kind of get a 1, 2, 3, looking for a 4 down, and then a 5 up. This could also end up being a flat, an ABC flat. which is possible. You get up here. There is a lot of resistance up here on this top line at the 6,800 zone. Breaking the 6,800 zone substantially does turn me bullish. It also wipes out my short trades. Let's get down to the 4-hour. All right, so here's our 4-hour chart. I still got room to go on the 4-hour. 4 hours says, hey, you know, we got room to go here. We did have a spinning top, which is a signal for a reversal and or a potentially coming soon reversal. So we did get that. Let me pull up a chart over here. When I get a chart that's got my, here we go. I'm going to use this. Sorry, guys. I'm going to pull up this. All right. So here's our 6-hour chart. Now, the 6-hour chart did call a long trade here on the B scalper. So if you were using our B scalper and you are in the group, this would have called you a massive money-making trade. You would be sitting, 700 points higher right now. And this has not called a reversal. This is not called a short yet here on the 6-hour, right? So now, remember, this doesn't have to call a reversal. If you are trading with our indicator, with Until One Mills B strategy indicator, you should be using a trailing stop loss, right? Your stop loss should be pretty tight up here since you're on a green 9. If you are in a long here, you should be looking to squeeze off a little bit of your profits. You need to set your stop loss at least up here 66.28 and or 66, right below 666, right here in the devil zone. Right here, because if this does fall out, you're going to have some support right here between you got a wick, a body, and a body. And as that goes across, it's another body, body. So you do have a lot of confluence right here. So you do have a lot of support right under you. So I just placed my stop loss right under this simply because that is a green 9. You don't want to just get hammered out of some kind of an absolute dump out of nowhere, right? So that's my recommendation for actually the trade you're in. If you were in on this trade using our B scalper, man, you made a ton of money today. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good job. Let's go over and take a look at the 3-day. 3-day just getting destroyed. So now the 3-day did give us this really good signal right here. This was a hammer candle. This is very bullish. This is a bullish candle. It was followed up with a massive bull candle. And yeah, I figured it was going to get overpowered by the weekly. So I had twin towers. I had bearish. I had twin tweezer tops here as my call. And I thought this thing was just going to fall out of the sky because these are bearish candles. This, even though this is a red 9, I did expect this. This is an imperfected 9. I did expect this to fall out lower. It did start trading out lower, so it did go down and start trading as a red candle below this, and then it just took off through the moon. And I think somebody somewhere said, yeah, nope, only kidding, ha ha ha, you're not going down. And now we are here, right? So I always start with my higher time frames. As I work down my time frames, you should be looking for confirmation on your trades just simply as you ladder down. Remember, higher time frames trump lower time frames. That's why the weekly was going to trump the 3-day. And I actually felt this was looking bearish to me because it was making a rising wedge. This was causing a rising wedge, which I did expect to fall out, which clearly didn't. Clearly didn't fall out. Went to the sky. You know, nothing $1 billion in Tether can't handle on a slow day. All right, let's go over and take a peek at some of our other charts. So we're going to squeeze over here. We're going to take a look at what our bubble chart, our bubble RSI chart said. So the bubble ISR chart, bubble MACD chart called this perfect. It called the bounce absolutely perfect, right? So this was a good bounce. We knew it. I didn't expect for it to go this long. I expected for it to come up, tap one of these red lines, and roll over. And this is kind of what my play was. I had a red circle right there, and it was starting to roll over, and then it just said, only kidding, and took off, right? So now we are zooming past the drop zones, right? So we are now zooming past these high resistance zones. These resistance zones are drops, so these are all, you know, where you see a lot of drops come. 1, 2, 3. You know, you see a lot of rejections right in this area. We are now moving right through that. Once we do get through this, we go into the orange zone, right? So the orange zone is kind of, this is almost, there's a lot of rejection that occurs up here. You can see the orange circles correlate. Hold on a second, let me pull this up for everybody. So the orange circles all correlate here with rejections. So you see you get the orange circle zone, which is a pretty wide zone, and you get a fallout. Orange circle zone, fallout. Orange circle zone, fallout. So you do have this big orange circle zone right in here that needs to get broken. I'm sorry, right in here. That circle zone is right in here. So what is an orange circle zone drop, and then you do have an orange circle zone on the very bottom. So what I am looking for here is a confirmation of getting through the red zone, right? So you see that these red zones are pretty substantial drops, right? Red zones are bad. So these red zones are real deal, pretty heavy duty, substantial drop zones. We are nearly through the red zone right here. So we're almost through this red zone. We're then going to go into the orange zone. Now, once we cross this line right here, this is another bullish indicator, and I will be going long again. I longed this right here, and I made a bunch of money on this trade. If you look back, and I can't remember, it was a video. I was doing videos at that time, and I actually pulled a nice fat long right here. I had a hedge trade, so what I did is I got closer up to this line. I had my short. I was reducing my short. I was increasing my short as we got closer to this line, and as soon as we got into this box, I actually picked up a long trade. I did it on EOS, I did it with pretty good leverage, and I made a bunch of money on this. So it went up, hit the pink zone, pink and orange, and then just fell right back over. Now, once you get up here, this is a great line. When you get close right here in this green box, this is exactly where you want to place a nice high leverage long right here, right? With a very tight stop loss. So this will give you a good trade. This is almost a guaranteed scalp trade right here. It has been for me every time. It has been every time it's crossed that white line. It has been a money-making trade, right? Every single time. So once again, we are coming into and getting close. If we can get up here to a really good trade setup. I like to get up here into this area and see this because this is a confirmation trade for me, which is an easy moneymaker. Now, I'm probably going to get blown out of my stop if this thing keeps going, out of my short, because this could go up here in the orange zone. I'm going to be really careful. I am literally doing small baby steps with my shorts, okay? Small baby steps, right? 10%, 10%, 10%. That's all I'm doing. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. It's no big deal, right? But I took a chance. I'm taking a good risk to reward that it falls out anywhere in here, okay? Now, I'm still sitting in my long, so I'm good, you know? So I'm actually in a net positive trade scenario because I have a larger long open than I do a short. So I can ride my short up safely knowing I'm not going to lose a bunch of money simply because I am hedged with my long right now. Now, once we cross this line right here, I would then take and triple or quadruple my long trade for a scalp, right? And I would do it in EOS. This would be a massive EOS 5x, 10x trade for me. I rarely use 10x, rarely. So it would at least be a 5x EOS scalp for me up and over. All right. Let us take a peek at some of our other charts. Let me bring this back to normal. Oops. Sorry, I just want to straighten my little chart out there. There we go. All right. Okay, so another great chart that we have is this chart right here, right? This is another really good chart. So historically, as we have gone back in time, we have seen that historically, the RSI right here on this red line has got up to 56, a little over 56, right? Once we break this 56, this is another indicator to me that we are going bullish, right? That I'm going to have another good confirmed bullish trade. We're extremely close. We're at 55.6, right? We're super, super, super close. So we have seen a lot of rejection on this line. See, there you go. One, and close, and there you go. Another one, and close, and another one right there. So you can see a lot of rejection, a lot of support and resistance running right along this line. There is confluence here. So I am watching this to see if this comes up and pecks it and drops, right? This is another reason why I am loading my shorts. I'm stacking my shorts up. Now, I have a very small range to stack my shorts up here, right? Right? Because, getting over 6,800 definitely gets us up into more of a bullish range. Busting 6,800, getting up over, 6,800, 60, 6,820. I mean, you gotta go. You gotta be scalping bullish at that point if you're not already in a small bull trade, right? Which you should have been in a bull trade if you're using our scalper. Another great, great, great signal here to become bullish, right? Because everything bullish happens over the 50. Everything bullish, actually, let's call it the 56, 58 range. Everything over 56, 58, really, if you can get over it, you can get some nice, you can make a lot of money up here. These are your bull runs. These are your good runs. This is where you're going to make all that money, right? So you can bring this down. Let me black this out, and you guys can see that. You guys can see that every time we get over, here's our 50. We're about 53, 54 right here. See, look, you get up here and you get into this, and this is all free money. All this trade is just free money right here. Right? Here you broke it. Right here you just got over. These are just teepee-toppied right here. Right? But all of this, see all this up here? This was all free money. Anytime you get up over, it's just free money to get over that 55. You should be long. You should be bearish when you get up over 55, 56, 57 RSI. Just another really good indicator to use as you guys are trading. Okay. And let's reduce this. Really, I mean, that's one more chart. I just want to bring up one more chart. So here was my wedge chart that I had before it was so rudely destroyed by a T-monster. I think I'm going to call it Tyrannosaurus Rex. Destroyed my chart, destroyed my call. Now, we still do have the possibility of finishing this out as an A, B, C, D, E wave here. You see the narrow zone we have left. Breaking this does make me bullish, right? I go bullish over this, and I go bullish as a scalping play, so I would, I'll be following this up. I am bullish. I'm in a bear trade right now. I'm in a bull trade right now. So I'm just watching this as this goes up right here, right? And let's just really keep an eye on this thing. Sorry, let me pull this thing down. I like the 12-hour much better. There we go. There we go. So I did have the count also as the purple count. Once again, it is possible. Watching this, we have a brand new everything. So we just started a brand new daily, a brand new hourly, a brand new everything. So everything is brand new. We have another whole day to go. I don't see none of these. You just got a short signal on your 12-hour. So our indicator just gave you a signal to pull a short on the 12-hour. Let's see if that holds. So here, I mean, really, I'm just let's see what is cooking. Let's see what'll happen. Now, be careful in this short play. And I swear to God, if somebody says, Chris, you told me to short right here. Now, remember, if you look right under here, you have a golden cross that's about to happen, a bullish cross. It's right here, okay? So if you're shorting this, you need to be scalping this. You need to have a tight stop loss set as you're playing this trade as a short, okay? Because this is going to have a bullish cross on it. You got to be careful right there. Now, let me explain one thing to you. As you're using your trading, and I made this amazing trading video yesterday, and it's actually in our members chat for the members, and you're able to watch how I trade. One of the things I talk about is when you're going up and you're marching up the price in either direction, it's easier to take out the moving averages one at a time. When they get bunched up, it is harder to get through them, right? It's like you're going to go out in a parking lot. There's 5 guys out there. You got to fight, right? You got to fight your way through them to get to, I don't know, your dog. I don't want to say your girlfriend because some guys will just walk away and leave her, right? But, you're going to go out there. You got to fight 5 guys. It's easier to take them all on one at a time. You'd have better odds of success. But to go 3-on-1, 5-on-1, it just becomes too much. So you have to wait for all these MAs to spread out and not be crossing for the opportunity to either fall down and or rise up through the price. And just another easy way that I trade. So another another extremely exciting day in crypto, to say the least. I just want you to know, folks, I feel absolutely defeated. I can't explain to you how powerless I feel right now at this moment trading. I really do, and I haven't felt this powerless in a long time. As a businessman, as just, God, it's just unfair. And I know life isn't fair at all, and I know it sucks, right? I know this sucks, but God, come on, man. At least pretend, at least fake it, right? At least do something that's going to be a little more nonchalant than just printing 700 million, moving it to some discreet wallet, and then just wrecking everyone, So, come on, man. Come on, Binance. Come on, Tether. You guys can think of something better than this. You guys are killing me, man. You guys are making enough money. You're killing me here. All right, everybody. Let's do some questions really quick here while I cry over my spilt soup. And I'll be able to post this up as soon as I get off. But let's take some questions. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry, man. Seriously. Ugh.